Hey there, Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1506 of What You Up To Now, documenting the journey, sharing my experience over the last 49 years in business, as well as over a quarter century of that simultaneously in corporate America, in really fun capacities, working for some of the most amazing organizations on the planet. Was right as we were becoming global entities was when I was joining corporate America, and getting out of engineering and management school. And so had some interesting experiences, 27 plus different industries and businesses offline before I came online following my divorce in I got divorced in 2015. Took a couple years to divest ourselves of the businesses and the assets we had together. Then I got a chance to decide, what did I want to do? Did I want to retire and just travel and have fun? Glad I didn't take that choice, given that the pandemic happened. But I decided I was going to explore the online world, all the internet related things. And that's what I've done since 2017. So when COVID hit, for me, it wasn't a huge deal because I'd already moved myself and everything online. And so that made it a pretty easy transition for me. I feel kind of guilty saying that because so many people have been struggling throughout the pandemic and now throughout all the other craziness politically that's going on in America and in the world. So our idiom for Supersize Your Business today, I have a group of business owners that every day I share an idiom. An idiom is something that means something different when the words are put together than when they're considered separately. So today's was speak your mind. And speak your mind, I love this one. I made a little graphic and said, okay, how likely are you to speak your mind? 1 to 10, 1 being you shush and you don't hardly ever speak your mind or share your opinion. 10, you pretty much are unfiltered and you say what you feel and think about everything all the time. I land probably somewhere in the middle, a little more toward being outspoken and speaking my mind than not speaking my mind, but I am, as I am a leader and manager, very situational. It depends on the situation, whether I'm listening or whether I'm speaking. I always learn more when I'm listening than when I'm speaking, right? Unless I'm reinforcing my own learning by teaching something to someone else. By listening, I'm learning more. I can ask questions, I can learn more, I can understand, because I want to listen for understanding, not just for what people are saying, because a lot of times people say one thing, but they mean another. How do I know that? Because I do that too. So we talked about how speaking your mind can help you to grow and supersize your business. You can listen to that on Supersize Your Business Facebook page, or pretty much anywhere you can find me on the internet. I share and have that shared across the internet. Yes. So speak your mind. Now, for our annual challenge, the BU 365-day challenge, to do one thing every day that improves us, we're talking about the mental area of the life framework for the month of March. For this segment, we're focusing on our mental well-being, our mental health. And we're applying the SOAP framework now to one thing for a 4 or 5 day period. We picked one thing that we want to work on, we want to improve. And I picked the belief, and I call it a limiting belief, because I know every time it pops up in my head, it's to try to slow me down or stop me from doing something. And that's the belief of not being good enough, not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy. And today we're on the options aspect of that. And our tool today, I call it 10 and 3. We come up with 10 possible ways to close the gap from where we are to where we want to be. And we just brainstorm them out. And then we select 3 of those that we're going to take on to the A step of our framework. So today, and our tool yesterday was our imaginary friend. So yesterday I chatted with my imaginary friend George. George and I chatted about when I felt not good enough in the past and the process I used and how I come up with that. And then we also talked about, so that helped to define my current situation with the belief of not good enough, and done a lot of work on not good enough. So it's not like I've never thought about it or never done anything with it before. I just haven't eliminated it from my life forever because it keeps popping up. Usually when I'm starting something new, something I'm uncomfortable with, something I've never done before, something I'm unsure of. So then we talked about, what do I want my situation to be? As far as not good enough goes, I honestly want it to never even come up. I don't want it to have to be in my affirmations. I don't want it to come up. I want it just to disappear from even being an entity in my existence. So how do I get from it comes up on a pretty regular basis to, I don't want it to come up ever. I want it to be a no-brainer. It's like when you don't have money, you think about money all the time. When you do have money, you don't even consider it. You just do things without even considering the cost of them. How do I know? I've been on both ends of that spectrum as well. So today, that's what we're doing. We're coming up with our 10 and our 3, our 10 possible options to fill that gap, and then selecting 3. And then tomorrow we will use the A to analyze and take action on the 1 item that we're going to select from the 10, 3, and 1. I don't know why I picked 10, 3, and 1. It's just worked for me in the past, so I continue to use it until a better method comes up for me. And I'll share probably 12 different ways of considering options, what else is possible as we go through this annual challenge, since we rolled the Get Up and Go challenge into this year's annual challenge. And now we're doing it every month instead of every other month like we did the last 2 years. Any questions? Hit me up about that. You can find that on the Get Up and Go challenge private Facebook group, where under Guide 15, all of the daily challenges are there. You can go back and you can start and watch them anytime. It's not like they're in any particular order. I would say a little bit toward the segments, but you can still take them out of order and they're perfectly valuable and they'll make sense to you. So that's what I'm working on. I'm having a granddaughter day. We had a sleepover with my oldest granddaughter last night. And my other granddaughter is still sleeping with her mom, but when she wakes up, I'm sure chaos will ensue, chaos and fun. So I'm going to go have a chaotic, fun day with my amazingly beautiful granddaughters, energetic, giggling granddaughters, and I will be with you tomorrow. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day. Bye. See you tomorrow.